श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langhayate girim, yat kripa tamaham bande, Shri Guru Dinatarinam, Shri Paramananda Madhavam, Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Rukmini's message to Lord Krishna. So, since so many classes we have been discussing on this pastime, and you all heard how Mother Rukmini actually sent a very special letter. And our acharyas explain that Mother Rukmini sends the letter through a Brahmana whose name is Sunanda. So this Brahmana happens to be the son of the Kul Guru of Vidarbha. Vidarbha is the kingdom of Rukmini. That's why Rukmini is also called as 𝐉𝐻𝐈𝐍. So this Brahmana happens to be the son of the Kul Guru of Vidarbha. And very, very confidential. Just imagine Rukmini is sending the letter, and for a lady, the same of a lady is such a important thing. And imagine this letter is found in the public. Nowadays, everything becomes public. The more you want to hide it, the more it becomes public in internet. So, that time, thanks God, internet was not there. So this Brahmana, very, very confidential, Rukmini Devi sends the letter through the Brahmana to Krishna. And when Krishna receives this Brahmana, Krishna makes the Brahmana sit on a golden throne. And our acharyas explain that Yathatmana Divo Kosha. Just like Yatha Atmana. Atmana means just like Diva Aukasha. Just like the demigods, when they see Krishna, they respect Krishna exactly in the same way. As the demigods respect Krishna, Krishna respected that Brahmana. That was the respect Krishna gave to the Brahmana. The exact same respect that the demigods give to Krishna. And our acharyas explain that why Krishna gave so much of respect to the Brahmana. Krishna was respecting not just the Brahmana. Brahmanas need to be respected. As a Kshatriya, it is the duty of the Kshatriya to respect the Brahmanas. But Krishna was not seeing just the Brahmana and his Brahminical qualities. Krishna was seeing how much this Brahmana is trustworthy. So if we want to become great in the eyes of God, we do not have to do great things. We just have to become trustworthy and reliable. So this Brahmana's trustworthiness, reliability actually gained so much of respect of the Lord for this Brahmana. Yathatmana Divo Kosha. Exactly in the same way we sing every day. Sakshad Haritvena Samasta Sastre. So this Sakshad Haritvena, that the Lord has to be respected as, the Guru has to be respected as like Hari, is because Hari sees Guru like that. The Lord sees Guru as his most confidential, as his own self. Yathatmana. Because the Guru does the most confidential service of bringing Lord's most fallen conditioned souls back to his lotus feet. Because of the trustworthy, reliable service that the Guru renders, Krishna considers Guru as Yathatmana. He is my own body itself, himself. So we can simply learn from this that how we can become dear to Krishna. We can become dear to Krishna not by conquering and doing a lot of things or offering a lot of items to Krishna. This Brahmana didn't offer a big item to Krishna. This Brahmana didn't even do anything. He just became a medium, a messenger of connecting Rukmini with Sri Krishna. So just by this service of becoming a connection between Krishna and Krishna's beloved and helping to establish that trust, this Brahmana became most dear to Krishna. And Krishna, in order to reciprocate the trust, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that Krishna gave, actually that letter was sealed. It's not that the letter was open and it was like sealed with Raj Mohar. We have seen sometimes when the bank, it confiscates a property. Have you ever seen when the bank confiscates a property? It puts a lock and over the lock there is a lock. You know lock? Lock is Lakha that was made in Mahabharata. So the lock, in front of the lock there is a cloth and over the cloth there is a seal of lakh. That's how in previous time the seal was done. So this letter was completely sealed. So this Brahmana gives this letter to Krishna and understands that my service is done. And you see Krishna, how charming his gestures and how charming is Krishna's personality. Krishna makes the Brahmana sit beside him, gives the letter back to Brahmana and tells him, you open the letter and you read it on my behalf. Can you imagine? If my beloved Rukmini has invested so much trust in you, so I must also invest the same amount of trust and read the private letter with you only. This is the reciprocation of Krishna. If the love letter has come to me and my dear beloved Rukmini has invested so much trust that at the time of marriage, when she is going to get married to someone else and she has entrusted you to send the love letter to me, how much trustworthy you are. And if you are that trustworthy person for my beloved, how much I should also trust you. Just to reciprocate the trust of Rukmini with the Brahmana, Krishna made the Brahmana to read the letter. And with this Brahmana gets clean bowled out that this, our daughter 𝐉𝐻𝐈𝐍 has chosen a right match for her. What I have heard, this Brahmana also is seeing Krishna for the first time. What I have heard about Krishna actually is true. That Krishna is not just beautiful from outside, Krishna is beautiful from inside. And then Krishna makes the Brahmana read the letter, which this letter has a beautiful tune. We will start from 37 and we will reach to 41 and I will discuss 41. So all of you can in your mobiles open 37 sloka. So we will recite the first few verses and then we will come to this verse. So in Krishna's pastimes, there are two varieties of Krishna's consorts in Madhurya Ras. There are 5 rasas. The highest among all the rasas is the Madhurya Ras. Krishna's association or Krishna's pastimes or Krishna's relationship with in the loving conjugal Rasa, as a consort, as a wife. So in that there are two different moods. One of the mood is the right wing mood, and another is the left wing. Even in spiritual world there is left wing. Bengal is famous for left wing. So there is the right wing and left wing. Actually the right and left create actually the sensation. So the right wing gopis or the right wing Mahishis or the queens in Dwaraka, they have a mood that I am Krishna's. I am property of Krishna. And Krishna can do anything with me. So this is the mood of the right wing ladies or the gopis or the queens of Dwaraka or Vrindavan. But the left wing, their mood is Krishna is mine. And sometimes, and most of the times, only mine. So these are the two different moods. One mood is the mood of humility, and another mood is the mood of envious and jealous love. The mood of the left wing gopis is Krishna is mine and only mine. I cannot see Krishna with anyone else. But the mood of the right wing gopis or the right wing ladies is I am Krishna, and Krishna can be with anyone, and I am with Krishna. So Rukmini is the leader of the right wing ladies or the queens of Dwaraka, and this entire letter that we are going to read now has that mood of humility, has that mood of I am Krishna. Oh Krishna, I am your property. If you do not accept me, what can I do? So that mood of humility is imbued all throughout this letter that Rukmini has written, and it shows how Rukmini is having that right wing mood of I am Krishna's property. So we will read this, the first verse. Sri Rukmini Uvacha Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Srunvatam Te Nirvishya Karna Vivarer Haratam Gatapam Rupam Drisham Drishimatam Akhilarthalabha Tvaya Chuta Vishati Chetamapatrapam Me Katva Mukunda Mahati Kulashila Rupa Vidyavayodra Vinadhama Viratma Tulyam Dhirapatim Kulavati Navrinita Kanya Kale Nishimhanaralo Kamano Viramam Tanme Bhavan Khalubrita Patiranga Jaya Atmarpitascha Bhavatotra Vibho Vidhehi Mavira Bhagamabhima Shatu Chaityahara Gomayubat मृगपतेर्बलिमम्बुजाक्ष पूर्तेष्टदत्तनियमा व्रतदेव विप्रा गुरु अर्चनादिभिरलं भगवान् परेशः आराधितो यति कदा ग्रजयेत्यपाणि गृह्णातु मे नदमघोषसुताद्यनोन्यै Today's verse. स्वभाविनी त्वमजितोद्वहने विदर्भा गुप्त समेत्य पृतना पतिभिः परितः निर्मथ्य चैद्यमघदेन्द्रबलं प्रसह्य मां राक्षसेण विधिनोद्वहवीर्यशुल्का Please repeat. स्वभाविनी त्वमजितोद्वहने विदर्भा गुप्त समेत पृतना पतिभिः समेता निर्माथ्य चैद्यमघदेन्द्रबलं प्रसह्य मां राक्षसेन विधिनोद्वहवीर्यशुल्का स्वभाविनी त्वमजितोद्वहने विदर्भा गुप्त समेत्य पृतना पतिभिः परितः निर्माथ्य चैद्यमघदेन्द्रबलं प्रसह्य मां राक्षसेन विधिनोद्वहवीर्यशुल्का स्वभाविनी त्वमजितोद्वहने विदर्भा गुप्त समेत्य पृतना पतिभिः परितः निर्माथ्य चैद्यमघदेन्द्रबलं प्रसह्य मां राक्षसेन विधिनोद्वहवीर्यशुल्का Vaishnavis. Okay. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Swabhavini, tomorrow, Tvam, you, Ajita, O unconquerable one, Udvahane, at the time of the marriage ceremony, Vidharvan, to Vidharva, Guptaha, unseen, Sametya, coming, Pritana, of your army, Patibihi, by the leaders, Paritaha, surrounded, Nirmatya, crushing, Chaitya of Chaitya Sisupal, Magadhendra, and the king of Magad, Jarasandha, Balam, the military strength, Prasahya, by force, Mam, me, Rakshasena, Vidhina, in the Rakshasa style, Udvaha, take in marriage, Birya, your prowess, Sulkam, the payment for whom? Translation. O unconquerable one, tomorrow when my marriage ceremony is about to begin, you should arrive unseen in Vidarbha and surround yourself with the leaders of your army. Then crush the forces of Chaitya and Magadhendra and marry me in the Rakshasa style, winning me with your valor. Purport. As Srila Prabhupada points out in Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Rukmini, being born of a royal blood, suddenly had a brilliant grasp of the political affairs. She advised Sri Krishna to enter the city alone and unnoticed and then surround himself with his military commanders so he could do what was needed. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur compares the coming fight to Lord's churning of the ocean to extract the goddess Lakshmi, gorgeous Rukmini, the goddess of fortune, would be gained in the coming turbulence. So this is almost the 5th verse of the letter that Rukmini is writing. In the beginning, Sri Rukmini Devi writes, Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara shunvatam te. Rukmini Devi is addressing herself as, because you see, when Krishna reads the letter, Rukmini is thinking that, what a shameless lady is this? She has been destined to marry someone else, and she is born of a royal class, and royal class is supposed to behave in a civilized manner. Such a shameless lady sending letters to someone else at the time of marriage. So Rukmini Devi, understanding that Krishna would consider her shameless, from beginning only addresses herself as shameless. Yes, I am shameless. Imagine someone confesses, someone says, you committed a mistake, and the person doesn't defend. Yes, I committed a mistake. Then immediately the person's anger, person's all emotions goes calm down. Anyway, this person has confessed, what can be done. So Rukmini, understanding that Krishna would definitely consider her letter as a shameless letter, Rukmini, in the beginning only, addresses herself as Apatrapam. Trapa means same. Apatrapa means Apagata Trapa. That same is gone. And our Acharya says that if we want to get Krishna in our life, we have to become shameless. That if we want Krishna's ras, then we have to get rid of the yas of this world, the fame of this world, this fame that I am a great person, I am a good person. Because this world, the parameters and barometers of this being a good person in this world will be completely different than the parameter of being good in the eyes of Krishna. So if we want to become great in the eyes of Krishna, we have to become shameless in the eyes of the world. And we see that, like when I used to be studying in IIT, we used to go every December month to Pune for our camps. And when we used to go for camps, we used to take so many books in the bags and then go Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita. And people used, and definitely the youths our dress also would be like salesman's only. Generally in youth, shabby dress and wrinkled shirt. That is how the youth we stayed in boys. Somehow that we had no time to wash the clothes, and the shirt will also look very wrinkled, and the people would consider him salesman only. The TT would come and catch. कहाँ से आया तुम? and then we would show the iCAD of IIT. The TT would not be able to believe. IIT से है तुम? ये क्या कर रहा है? माता पिता यही सिखाया है? किताब बेच रहा है ट्रेन में? हाँ? And then he would catch and he would make a seat. One time, TT, I remember, made me to sit and inquired so many things just to get convinced that I am actually from IIT. What department, what was the score in IIT, and which exams you gave, and all those things. And he was convinced, yes, IIT ka hai ye. Why you are doing like this? This is such a shameless thing going and people are rejecting you. And people would be, sometimes, you go and tell to the husband to purchase, and the husband will look at the wife. And the wife said, no. And the husband say, no. And again another person will come and again offer the same Bhagavad Gita, because there will be practically train of people coming and coming and coming. And other people would be looking at us and saying, इनका कुछ लज्जा नहीं है, बार बार आके again and again they are asking, take the book, take the book, take the book. Similarly, going and doing kirtan in the stations, devotees are practically completely oblivious of what is happening in the world. And this is what it takes to become mad in love with someone. You become completely oblivious. When someone becomes mad in love with someone, he becomes completely oblivious of what the world is thinking about him. So the first qualification to prove that you have become mad in love is that you have become shameless. अब क्या करूं? प्रेम की भिखारी बन गया. उसने मेरा दिल चुरा लिया. Right? Something like that people speak, and you have seen in movies before coming to bhakti. So Rukmini Devi is also addressing in the love letter that what can be done? I am shameless, O Krishna. There is no doubt of my shameless behavior. Just see how shameless you are. I am. And Rukmini addresses Krishna as Achyuta, to prove that how she is shameless. How the word Achyuta proves that Rukmini is shameless, because generally it's customary that when a king gets married, all the wedding cards go to all palaces, all the major kings. So Sisupal's wedding card also went to Krishna, and it was announced. And Rukmini knew that Krishna's palace, it was announced that Rukmini weds Sisupal, and Krishna was completely unmoved. ठीक है, शादी हो रहा है, अच्छा. That's why Rukmini is addressing Krishna as Achyuta. That you were so unmoved hearing the news, I am getting married, but still I am so shameless. Just imagine, someone is not interested in you. If Krishna would have been interested with Rukmini, he would have definitely come at that time only. When the card came to Dwaraka that Rukmini is getting married to Sisupal, that time only Krishna would have come. This shows that how Krishna is unmoved, Achyuta. And this shows that how Rukmini is so shameless. How I am so shameless that I am writing a letter to you knowing very well that I think you do not have interest in me. You are unmoved. Jai Shri Nitai Gauranga ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Shri Yasoda Damodar ki Jai. So you are unmoved. So Rukmini addresses herself as the most shameless lady. But then Rukmini says, but I am shameless, it's true. मैं निर्लज हूं, ये सही है. But the reason for my shameless behavior is not me, it is you, Krishna. I am the reason for your shameless behavior. How? Srutva gunan bhuvana sundara shrunvatam te. Your beauty, your qualities has made me shameless. There is no one so beautiful like you. There is no one having such qualities like you. And when I heard about your glories, your qualities, what do you think, O Krishna? Will I have any shame? I'll become shameless. Rupam drisham drishimatam akhilartha labham. Then Krishna says that, okay, you are telling I am most beautiful. You heard about my beauty. Is it that I am most beautiful? There is Indra who is beautiful. There is 𝐂𝐻𝐿 who is beautiful. There are so many people who are beautiful. Rupam drisham drishimatam akhilartha labham. Your beauty is special because your beauty beautifies the eyes. Just like in 2005, first time when I went to Mayapur with a camp, I was remembering when I was reading this. So, when I went to Srila Prabhupada's that Samadhi Mandir, Puspa Samadhi. You have been there. So one senior devotee was taking a tour to Srila Prabhupada's Samadhi and all those things. And then we came across a red color ambassador. How many of you have seen the red color ambassador? And devotee started putting Dandavat, and that senior devotee putting Dandavat. I said, why they are putting Dandavat to an ambassador? God, what nonsense is this? And then the devotee said, this car was used by Prabhupada to come to Mayapur from Calcutta. So, okay, car is used by Prabhupada. This car is divine car. So then I was thinking, what divine about this car? This car is a tin car. But you see, when a pure devotee uses even the material objects which is like Bhinna Prakriti, Krishna says, Bhinna Prakriti Ashtadha. It's the most rejected thing in terms of Krishna's eyes. But when pure devotee or Krishna uses the same material object, that material objects also become divine. And they become Tadiya. And it becomes worshipable. So much so that Krishna says if one worships that car of Srila Prabhupada, it is much better than worshipping me directly. Someone worships Srila Prabhupada and that car of Srila Prabhupada and the paraphernalia used by Srila Prabhupada, the pure devotee of Lord, he is actually doing much better service to me. Tvadiyatam samarchanam aradhanam sarvesham Vishnur aradhana param. So, in this way, Rukmini Devi says that generally when we see someone beautiful, then we just relish the beauty of that person. But when we see you, Krishna, your beauty is so special that when we look at you, Nitai Gauranga, our eyes become beautiful. Our eyes become valuable. Our eyes become divine. From material, it becomes divine. Premanjana churita vilochanena bhakti. When the bhakti and prema anjana is applied to our eyes, and when we take darshan of the Lord, then our eyes become beautiful. It's not just that our eyes are releasing your beauty because you are beautiful. Our eyes are becoming so divine just by taking your darshan. Tell me, O Krishna, who is that person in this entire universe who makes the eyes divine by taking the darshan of his beauty? It is only you. And not just your beauty is so valuable, so precious, so divine. Nirvishya karna vivarer haratangatapam. Your qualities are so nice. When we hear the qualities of yours, the wonderful pastimes, all the material distress goes away. We have seen in the most turbulent times and tragedies and all, as soon as we hear Krishna's pastimes, everything just evaporates from our consciousness. The most distressful situation can become the most glorious, most beautiful situation when we hear the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. You tell me, oh my Lord, is there anyone in this world whose hearing his stories and pastime can reduce the distress of a person? And Krishna is convinced. Sahi bola. I am great. But I am great, but are you great? I am surely great, definitely. You have heard about me, perfect. I was just testing your knowledge that have you heard properly from the sages? I am definitely great. What you have told about me is proven. It is right. It is correct that my beauty actually beautifies everyone, beautifies the eyes of others. My glories and qualities actually reduce the distress of this world. Tamopaham. But if I have to get married to you, you have to understand that it has to be a match. Are you also like that, or Rukmini? Because I have not seen you. No one has come and told me about you. Then Rukmini Devi very intelligently speaks the next verse. Katva mukunda mahati kulashila rupa. Katva mukunda mahati kulasila rupa. Oh, Mukunda, oh Krishna, you are asking to find a match? Katva, where you will find a match, oh Mukunda? Mahati kula, matching your Mahati kula, matching your Silata, matching your Rupa, matching with Vidya, Vayo, Drabina, Dhama, Atmatulyam. You are compared to yourself only. If you search for a right match, you will remain Kuara Brahmachari. Don't ever do that mistake. Your brother has got married already. If you want to get married, you are Atma Tulyam, you cannot get married. If you start searching for a match, never ever search for a match. I know, I am also fully convinced that I am no match for you. Neither I am asking, na brinita kanya. You will never get a kanya. If you search for a Atma Tulyam, if you search for a person of your category, then you will never get married in this entire life. You will never get married. So better, I am ready as a dasi. I am not coming as in the mood of a wife. I am coming in the mood of a sevika. You accept me. At least officially you will be recognized that you are a now well-settled husband. But from my side, I am convinced that you are Atma Tulyam, Katva Mukunda Mahati Kula. And just imagine what is Mahati Kula of Krishna. Krishna is coming in the Kul of Sivi Maharaj. You all know the pastimes of Maharaj Sivi. How Maharaj Sivi was so kind, so generous, so loving to his praja that he gave a part of his flesh to the eagle in order to protect the pigeon. That was Maharaj Sivi. In Krishna's own father is called Anakadundubhi. When Vasudeva was born, then there was lot of kettle drums being played by all the demigods. And that is why his name became Anakadundubhi. Lot of, Anaka means lot, a numerous, Dundubhi, playing kettle drums. Now tell us, who's like my father said, you are not getting married on this, our kul, how it will go ahead. I said, what kul we have that has to go ahead? There is no, better it stops only here. But Krishna is not from that cool. Krishna is, I didn't say to my father that when you were born was some anakadunduvi happening that I have to carry on your kul. So it is Krishna's kul, anakadunduvi, playing of kettle drums when Vasudeva was born. So tell me, who is that person whose father, when he was born, that there were kettle drums, the demigods were announcing, oh, Vasudeva is born, Vasudeva is born. Kula Sila Rupa. Who is so Sila? Silaban. When Krishna was allocating all the services, Krishna allocated all the services in Rajasiya Yajna. And you see, Krishna is so cunning. If you read the Rajasiya Yajna episode, Krishna specifically allocates Duryodhan the service of taking and counting the gifts that Yudhishthira Maharaj is receiving. So Krishna specifically allocates Duryodhana the counting of the gifts that Yudhishthira Maharaj is receiving. And that was the beginning of Kurukshetra war, our Acharya says. Kurukshetra war began in the heart of Duryodhana when Duryodhana counted. Hari Baba. ये तो केवल खांडव प्रस्थ का राजा है, मैं तो पूरा पृथ्वी का राजा हूं, मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है तब फिर. So Kurukshetra began in that Rajasiya Yajna only. And Krishna is so amazing. So Krishna gave all the services to everyone, and what service Krishna gave? Just see Krishna's Silata. Krishna told Yudhishthira, give me a cloth, a towel, and Krishna said, I will wash the feet of all those who come for the Rajasiya Yajna, and I will wipe with this towel. That was the service Krishna took. You tell me, who is that person? Rajasiya Yajna was designed for Krishna, for respecting Krishna, worshipping Krishna. And Krishna is taking a towel to worship everyone. Tell me, who is of having Silata like you? And Rupa. By that time, there was no question. The poets, before Krishna was born, the poets were writing Rupa of Chandrama, like the poets compare, Chand ki khushbu. Purna Chand ki khushbu. And those who are poet, you can understand. We cannot understand. We see the Chand, theek hai, aaya, kal gaayega, aaj Purnima hai. But those who are poet, oh, tumhari sundarta, Purna Chandrama ki tarah hai. And like that they write. Before that, poets used to compare different beauty with Chandrama or different beautiful objects. After Krishna was born, they stopped writing poems about anyone and anything. They were only writing about Krishna's beauty. Vidya. For Vidya, I remember when I was a small child, one time my sister said, you see how black you are? I said, yes. And you see your mother, how beautiful she is, how fair she is? I said, yes. And you see, I am so fair? Yes. You see the other sister fair? Yes. So why you are so black? I said, I don't know. I will tell you. You were never born from our mother. You were lying on the drain of Puri Municipal Hospital. And we actually got you. And I have personally seen in my eyes that we actually rescued you. And I was like, actually my color doesn't match with any one of the family. My mother is really beautiful, very fair. And I started believing, yes, I think it is true. I need to search for my real mother and father. And I started crying, and my mother said, no, they're making fun of you. I said, no. You tell me why I'm black. And my mother said, no, it's like your karma is like that, you're black. I said, no, forget about karma. Why you are black? I don't know, but you were born from me. I was never convinced. Until I from 5th class till 10th class, I always had doubt. I'm honestly telling, confessing in Bhagavatam class, I always had doubt. Is they real my father, mother? And in the 10th class, when ICC board exams, that form fill-up was done, then my father took out that birth certificate. Puri Municipal Hospital birth certificate, and that it was written my mother's name, Meena Kumari Nanda. I got convinced, yes, I was born in the hospital from this lady only. Otherwise, it had the moher of the government. So this is our Vidya. While birth, we don't even know who is our father, mother. We are completely dependent on someone else to understand who is our father, mother. Correct? But when Krishna was born, as Vasudev, Krishna said, you are Devaki, you are Prishnigarbha, in your previous life, you are this, you are that, and all. And Devaki and Vasudev were thinking, Baapre, this is our son or who? So this is Krishna's Vidya. He's a small child, he is able to recognize. And Bayo, when Krishna was in Kurukshetra, he was 125 years old, and all were telling, "Ye 125 years ka dikh raha hai kya?" He was in always Nitya Kishore. And wealth, maintaining one wife, my goodness, such a hectic job. Maintaining 16,108 wives, and none was feeling bereft, deprived of all the necessities. They were all in luxuries. That is Krishna's wealth. So you tell me, if you want to find out a real match, you will always remain Kuara. Better get me as Dasi and officially declare, ye meri patni hai. But I am convinced that I am not your wife, and you also be convinced that this lady is not my wife. She is just a Dasi because I will never get a wife, a match. In this mood, the second second verse is there. Tanme bhavan khalu vrita patiranga jaya. Then Krishna says, okay, you are telling that you are no match. So kale nishimha, later on someone will come who will also not be my match. So why I should marry you? Anyway, you are not my match. And anyway, if no one will be my match, I will get any ladki. कोई भी लड़की उठाऊंगा, द्वारका से उठाऊंगा, कहीं से उठाऊंगा, from where I will get, and I'll get married. So why I will marry you? And then Rukmini Devi says, Go ma yubat mrigapater balimambujaksha. Rukmini says, I am destined to become your servant. And if I am stolen by this Sisupal, then it will be your. You are considering me shameless? People will consider you shameless. That chi, dekho, chura ke le gaya, tumhara property tha. Krishna, your property, Rukmini. Sisupal leke gaya, chi. Krishna, there will be ninda. All around the world, people will tell, you see how the property of a lion is being stolen by a jackal, Sisupal. So in order to protect your fame, you come and kidnap me. So that people don't criticize you. People don't do your ninda. And that is why Atmar pitascha bhavato travido videhi. I am offering it to you. If someone offers it to you, it is your duty to protect. And I have offered myself to you, and if you don't come, then all people will see, just see. This is the process of surrendering to Krishna. Krishna claims himself great soul. Whoever surrenders to him, he gives protection. Ma Sucha. And you see all around the world, there will be kettle drums being played, that you see this will happen if you surrender to Krishna. You will have to commit suicide, and Krishna will not come to protect you. That's why come very fast. And I have done so many pious activities. If I have done, if you are able to see, which I am not able to see, if I have done or not done, Guru Archana Dibhir, if I have worshipped my spiritual masters very nicely, please come and catch me. So this is a very, very essential term that Rukmini Devi uses, that Guru Archana Dibhir, Ado Guru Padasha. In order to get shelter of Krishna, one needs to get the shelter of Guru. And today's verse that it comes, Swabhavini Tvamajitot Bahane Vidharvam. I'll be there in my quarters. And Krishna asked Rukmini, okay, I will go, but how do I go? Then Rukmini, from today's verse, from 41 till end of the letter, gives a strategic plan to kidnap her. Swabhavini. The first strategy is Swabhavini. Tomorrow. So Rukmini sends the letter 2 days before. Rukmini counts that one day the Brahmana will take to reach to Dwaraka from Kondiniyapur, Vidarbha. One day Krishna will come to reach to. So 2 days before the letter has to reach. And then Krishna will reach at the perfect time. So Krishna knows that the letter will reach 1 day before, and that is why Rukmini is telling that Swabhavini, tomorrow my marriage will be there. But actually the letter is written 2-3 days before. But tomorrow my marriage is there, and when my marriage is there, Gupta Sametya, you come very in a seclusion way. You don't come with your armies together. Your armies can come behind, but you come alone. Because if they see you with armies, then Sisupal will come to know that he has come now to steal Rukmini. So you come alone. And I went to the place. How many of you have gone to Kondiniyapur? None of you? Oh, Prabhuji has come. So there is a tree. So it's a very strategic way. There is a tree, and under that tree Krishna came and sat down. And Krishna made the Brahmana get down from his chariot and said, you go to the palace and inform Agyami. And Krishna was hiding beside a tree which is not on the actual pathway from the palace to that Ambika Mandir where Rukmini was being kidnapped. So Krishna was hiding in a different pathway under a tree. And if you go to that tree, it is written, this was the tree under which Krishna was waiting for Rukmini to reach to Ambika temple. Hare Krishna. So I went and paid Dandavat to that tree. So, and then Rukmini ji says that you remain there, and I will be going to this Ambika Mandir, and you come there, because Krishna will ask, Kere, if I go and kidnap you from the palace, there will be so many forces, I'll have to kill them. No, I will come out and you kidnap me when I'm alone. I will come for Ambika Puja, I'll come for Durga Puja, for offering my obeisances to Ambika Devi on the morning time, and in the morning time you kidnap me. How? Rakshase Vidhanena. Just like a Rakshasa kidnaps, just like the Rakshasa kidnapped or hijacked the nectar from the hands of Dhanvantari, from the hands of the demigods, you kidnap me. In that way, Rukmini Devi strategically describes henceforward how to get her kidnapped. So Sisupal represents our envy, with whom we have got married for so many lifetimes. The living entity falls from the spiritual world being married to envy, Sisupal. And this envy is the cause of all other enemies that the Sisupal has, the soldiers. That is the lust, greed, arrogance, illusion. Everything sprouts out from envy. So Sisupal represents envy, and when a living entity gets married to Sisupal, then all these soldiers of all different enemies, they come. And they actually protect the envy. Lust and the ahankar, the ego, the arrogance actually protects the envy towards the Supreme Lord. Whatever all other anarthas are there are actually coming out or sprouting from envy. Why Krishna will only dance with the gopis in the Kartik? I will also have my gopis. This is lust, but coming out from envy. Why Krishna will be so glorified? I will also get my glories done and establish myself. This is arrogance coming out of envy. Why Krishna will have so much property? I should have also something. I should have also so much, so that I am declared that I am the king of the universe. This is greed coming out of envy. So all other anarthas are like the soldiers and the protectors of the envy Sisupal. And the living entity is in the kingdom of this Sisupal or Rukmini, filled with envy and all other soldiers. And we must pray to Krishna, "Oh Krishna, kidnap me from this material world where I am surrounded by my enemies of my heart, envy, lust, greed, pride, and all these things." So this should be our prayer. Bilva Mangal Thakur has written a beautiful prayer in Govinda Damodar Stotra. All of you, please recite after me. Mohandapune Vishayartate Karavalambam Mama Devi Vishnu Govinda Damodaram Dhaveti. Mohandapune Vishayabhitate. What is the first word? I have forgotten the first word. Samsara Kupe. Yes, please recite. Samsara Kupe Patita Tyagadhe. Samsara Kupe Patita Tyagadhe. Mohanda Purne Vishayabhitapte. Mohanda Purne Vishayabhitapte. Karavalambam Mama Dehi Vishnu. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Samsara Kupe Patita Tyagadhe. Mohanda Purne Vishayabhitapte. Karavalambam Mama Dehi Vishnu. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. He Krishna He Yadava He Sakheti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Samsara Kupe Patita Tyagadhe. I have been fallen in this ocean of samsara, in this well of samsara, filled with this envy, anarthas, which are like enemies, which are creating so much of problem. Samsara Kupe Patita Tyagadhe. Agha, I am committing so many sinful activities, being fallen in this deep, dark well of samsara. Moha Andhapurne. I have become blinded by lust. I have become blinded by envy. I have become blinded by greed, illusion. Visayabhitapte. And there is so much of heat because of my sensual desires. Karavalambam Mama Dehi Vishnu. Oh Vishnu, I have no hope. Oh Krishna, I have no hope to come out of this. I have no hope to come out from this situation. Just like Rukmini is telling, I have no hope to come out of this situation where I have been, it is decided that I'll get married to this Sisupal. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Oh Govinda, oh Damodar, oh Madhav, please come and rescue me. Please extend your hands and kidnap me from this samsara. So in this way we must pray, and this is the mood in which Rukmini Devi is writing this letter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Rukmini Devi ki, Shri Rukmini Krishna ki, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrind ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Jai.